Hello boys and girls, good morning. Hey, this is the last week of school, so you just got to keep working a few more days. Probably Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I'm going to let y'all have it. Take it easy. But we're going to have reading today, and as you can see, the title today is The Crow and the Pitcher. Today is reading. Let me see if I can lift this thing up just a little bit. Kind of gives me trouble sometimes and probably go down. But you can pause it at any time you want, okay? I know there's a reflection up above. We're going to do the best we can, all right? The title, The Crow and the Pitcher. You can pause this, and I'm going to read the story to you. Then we're going to figure out what are the characters, what are the key points, what's the moral of the story, what is the lesson that you learned, what did the character learn, or what did you learn, okay, from the story. I hope everybody had a good weekend, and let's get started, okay? Here we go. Whoop! There's the bell. We got to get started. Here we go. All right, so here's the story for today. You can see it right there, The Crow and the Pitcher. If you want to pause it, that way you can write the title. So I'm going to read the story to you. Get ready. Pay attention if you haven't already got your paper and pencil, and if you haven't already gotten the title written down, and then the character, key points. We're going to fill this in. So you pause the video after we hear the story and see if you can remember the characters, the key points, and think about the moral. What is the lesson that we learned here, okay? So here we go. Like I said, you know, if you didn't see the title on the dry erase board, you can read it right there. Pause it and write it. So here we go. And let me lift it up. You can see there's a crow and there's a pitcher back there. A pitcher is a jar, okay? So let's see what happens. It's going to be short and sweet, okay? One day, right after breakfast, a thirsty crow came to a pitcher of water and tried to get a drink. She was sad to find that she wasn't able to drink. The water was too low in the pitcher, and the crow's beak did not reach the water, and her head did not fit into the top of the pitcher. She sat on some pebbles in a ditch to think. So she was thinking, hey, I'm thirsty, I can't reach the water in the pitcher. Let's see what she comes up with, okay? See what happens. So let me turn the page, and we will, there's only 2 pages on this one. It's short and sweet, okay? And there you go. There's the crow. There's the pitcher. Let's read it, okay? Then she lifted a pebble in her beak and dropped it into the pitcher. She fetched more and more pebbles and dropped them into the pitcher. The water rose higher and higher and higher. At last the water reached the top of the pitcher, and the thirsty crow drank her fill. Hey, pretty neat story, right? Is that a smart crow? She couldn't reach the water, but she figured, man, if I keep dropping these pebbles, and the water's going to rise. Did you know that? Something to keep in mind. And she put the more pebbles she put in there, the water had to go up, right? And then she was able to drink water. Okay, so here we go. So, real quickly, who are the characters? How many are there? There's really only one, okay? That's the crow. Okay, very good. Right? Crow. Okay? And then, what are some things that happen? All right? What are some things? Come on, think about it. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I want everybody thinking today. Adam, Marcus, Ryan, Joe Angel, Araceli, Maribel, and Robbie, David. Let me see, who else am I missing here? Okay, Tabitha, and Darielle, and Jason, Wally, and Isaiah E, Isaiah Q, Carlitos, okay? We got to get everybody involved in this, all right? I hope you've been watching these videos, okay? Because we're coming down to the end of the school year. Pretty soon it's going to be summer break for y'all, summer break for the teachers, okay? So here we go. First thing that happened, you heard in the story that what was the crow? Was he hungry? No, he was thirsty. So let's put here, thirsty thirsty crow. All right? What was the next thing that happened? We know that the crow was thirsty. What's the next thing that happened? He saw a pitcher of what? A pitcher of water. Pitcher of water. Okay, you write what I write. He saw a pitcher of water and he was thirsty. Man, he just had breakfast. You know, crow was out there eating grass and worms. Well, you need a glass of water, okay? You need some water after eating some worms and bugs, right? Okay. Luckily, we don't eat bugs and worms, right? Okay. So then, what did he do when he couldn't reach the water? He started to think. He started to think. He used his what? His brain. We all have a brain, right? He started to think, how can I get that water? I got to figure out a way, right? Okay? So what did he start doing? He started putting what in the pitcher? He put pebbles in the pitcher. Not picture, it's pitcher. P-I-T-C-H-E-R, okay? Pebbles in the pitcher. And then as he was putting pebbles in, what are pebbles anyway? We're going to see these vocabulary words in a minute. As he put pebbles in there, what happened to the water? It started to rise to the top. So let's put the water rose higher. And that's what he needed. He needed for the water to be up there close to the top of the pitcher so he could get a drink. And then once the water reached to the top of the jar, what happened? The crow drank the what? He drank the H2O. We've talked about that. H2O is a chemical name for water. Hydrogen and oxygen, okay? You ought to know that. All right, so let's talk about what is the moral of the story. What did the crow do? What happened? What was the very first thing? He was thirsty, and what did he do? He sat down and he started to what? Correct. He started to think. So when you have a problem, guys, when Mr. Vela has a problem, I'll tell you what I do. I think, and then I pray. Sometimes I pray and then I think. But the moral of the story was, he didn't say he prayed, but he did think. Okay? And then the other moral of the story is, hey, let me ask you this. Did the crow just give up and quit and fly away and say, oh, well, I guess I'm just going to die of thirst? No. He thought about an idea. He said what? Don't what? Don't quit. Don't quit. Don't quit on anything, okay? If something's worth doing, you go do it. Don't quit. Keep it up. It may be difficult. Was it hard picking up pebble one at a time with his little beak? Yeah, it was. Did it take a while? Yes, it was. But he was serious, man. He was thinking and he wanted some water. He figured out a way, okay? So that's the moral. Think and don't quit. And the crow and the key points and all that. Okay? Now, I've got some vocabulary words that you need to write. So, pause the video so you can get all this written down. And then come back and let's do the vocabulary. Okay? A pitcher is a jar. Pebbles are what? Pebbles are small rocks. And there was another word. It said he fetched pebbles. So when you fetch something, is the definition of a fetched is to get something. Hey, go fetch me a drink. Fetch me a sandwich. That's an old word, but sometimes you're going to hear people say fetched, and it's to get something. He fetched what? He was fetching pebbles. That's what he's doing. Pause the video so you can get the vocabulary, okay? All right, so real quick review, okay? The crow and the pitcher. The characters were the crow, Pitcher is not a character, okay? Key points. It was a thirsty crow. He saw a pitcher of water, pitcher of water, and he had to think about how to get that water because he couldn't reach it. He put pebbles in the pitcher. The water rose higher and higher because the pebbles were taking up space. It was lifting the water. And then when the water rose to the level where he could drink it, the crow drank H2O to his fill. He drank all the water he wanted. And the moral of the story, think and don't quit. Use your head, use your brain, okay? Students, you've been doing great. Keep watching the videos. I think today's Monday, then Tuesday, Wednesday is going to be my last video. I'll decide whether I'm going to do any more fun videos in the summer. It just depends on how things are going. And then I want you to have a great day. Get some sunshine a little bit. Go out with mom and dad, all right? I want you to just keep doing what you're doing for a few more days, all right? I'm sure you're done with your worksheets. We're not sending any more. And basically, the school year is coming to an end by Thursday. And we, the teachers, have pretty much pulled everything out of the school that we needed and everything like that. But I'm still having lessons. And if you haven't finished your worksheets, go ahead and finish them and hold on to them, okay? All right. Have a great day. Take care. And God bless. And we'll see you soon.